Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, your home for deep dives into South Africa's most pressing political stories. If you're new here, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you never miss a breakdown of the country's latest political developments. Today, we are unpacking a critical story that could reshape the future of the ruling party, the ANC, and potentially shift the outcome of the upcoming elections. The African National Congress is heading into a high-stakes National Executive Committee meeting in early October, and at the heart of the debate is whether some of the party's most senior members should step aside due to mounting allegations of corruption and unethical conduct. Let's get into the details. Four major names have landed in the spotlight: Malusi Gigaba, David Mahlobo, Sindisiwe Chikunga, and David Mabuza. All are seasoned political figures who've played key roles in South African governance over the past decade. But now, they're being accused of everything from financial misconduct to dodgy dealings during their time in office. This NEC meeting isn't just a routine gathering, it's been seen as a turning point for the ANC. The party is struggling to maintain its credibility with the public after years of corruption scandals, service delivery failures, and internal infighting. Voter confidence has plummeted, and with elections around the corner, the ANC is under intense pressure to show that it can clean up its act. So, what exactly is this step-aside policy everyone's talking about? The step-aside rule was introduced by the ANC a few years ago as part of a broader strategy to enforce ethical leadership. It requires party members who are criminally charged with serious offences, particularly those involving corruption, to voluntarily step down from their official duties until the allegations are resolved in court. In principle, it sounds like a good policy, one that promotes integrity and accountability. But in practice, it's become a major source of division within the party. Let's look at the people involved. Malusi Gigaba, the former Home Affairs and Public Enterprises Minister, has been a controversial figure for years. His name featured prominently during the State Capture Commission, with several witnesses linking him to irregular procurement processes and questionable appointments at state-owned entities. He's been accused of enabling corruption and mismanaging public funds, allegations that have severely damaged his public image. David Mahlobo, the former Minister of State Security, has also been under scrutiny. He's been linked to irregular spending in the intelligence sector and has faced questions about his close relationships with individuals implicated in corrupt activities. His time at State Security raised serious red flags, not just about financial management, but also about abuse of power and secrecy. Then we have Sindisiwe Chikunga, who is currently serving as the Minister of Transport. She's facing corruption allegations tied to procurement issues and financial mismanagement, all at a time when South Africa's transport infrastructure is already under immense pressure. Her continued presence in cabinet is seen by many as a liability. And finally, David Mabuza, the former deputy president and long-time political operator in Mpumalanga. While he's not currently in an official government role, his past is filled with allegations of corruption and patronage networks. His critics argue that he's avoided accountability for years due to his ability to play the political game with unmatched precision. The big question now is, should these individuals be asked to step aside? Supporters of the policy argue that the ANC needs to demonstrate that it's serious about cleaning up its house. The public is tired of empty promises. They want to see action. For many South Africans, enforcing the step-aside rule would send a powerful message that no one is above the party's code of conduct, not even the most influential members. But there's another side to the story. Critics within the ANC, and some legal experts, argue that the policy has been applied inconsistently and may even violate constitutional principles like the presumption of innocence. They warn that using the rule without due process could turn it into a political weapon, used by dominant factions to silence opponents. This concern is especially relevant in a party like the ANC, where factional battles run deep and often influence decisions far more than ethical considerations. This upcoming NEC meeting is going to be heated. You can expect strong arguments on both sides. Some members will push for a strict interpretation of the rule to show the public that the ANC is serious about reform. Others will argue for restraint, cautioning against actions that could create chaos in an already divided party. Let's not forget, the ANC is gearing up for an extremely difficult election. Public trust is at a record low. Unemployment remains stubbornly high. Load shedding continues to cripple the economy. And the younger generation, many of whom have never experienced the ANC's liberation credentials firsthand, are looking elsewhere for leadership. If the ANC is seen as protecting corrupt leaders, that could be the final nail in the coffin for their electoral chances. On the other hand, suspending high-profile members like Gigaba, Mahlobo, and Chikunga could spark backlash from within. These individuals still have loyal supporters in key provinces, and removing them from the equation could spark internal revolts. It's a delicate balancing act, and one that the party has historically struggled to manage. This meeting is not just about the future of four leaders. It's a test of the ANC's soul, a test of whether the party still has the courage to reform itself. Can the ANC move away from its culture of impunity? Can it put ethical governance ahead of political convenience? We'll be watching closely as the NEC meeting unfolds. The decisions made there will echo beyond the walls of Luthuli House. They'll shape public perception. They'll influence election outcomes. And most importantly, they'll tell us whether the ANC is serious about becoming a party that serves the people, or if it's still too entrenched in self-preservation and internal politicking to change. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Should the ANC enforce the step-aside rule no matter who's affected? Or is it being used unfairly to target certain members? Is the party doing enough to win back public trust, or is it already too late? Drop your thoughts down below, we love hearing.